Okay, so I'm trying on sunglasses here this morning because I'm hoping I can will the actual sun to show up, because we didn't have sun for most of December. Now we've flipped over into the new year. Happy New Year, by the way. I'm here with Beth. We're at Specs on Pearl. Hi.
Hi, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too. I'm wearing some really cool shades right now. Talking about the importance of wearing shades in the winter, even if the sun isn't around, but also some of the trends we're seeing right now.
It's really important to wear sunglasses all year, like even the winter snow and everything. It makes it even worse for the glare and all that kind of thing. This is the new Chanel collection that I have on the desk here for you to see. So this is one of the more lighter translucent lenses that they've come out with, and it sort of is retro, but very sleek and sophisticated at the same time.
Yeah, it's really cool. Sometimes you get used to the point that you don't see your actual eyes in the glasses, but you can see through them, so it's kind of neat.
Yeah, they have a couple other really amazing trends too. They've done an absolute chain collection for the 2019. And the cool thing about this is it can be worn several different ways. I mean, you can put it around your neck, you can put it over. You can actually take this Chanel chain off and wear it as a necklace. So it's incredible, and it's, combined with pearls and chain and leather, which is amazing.
That's really cool. Very pretty. Very pretty. I'm just gonna so basically, as you said, you could just leave that hanging.
You could put it on and just flip it right over your neck.
So just hang around and just let them hang like that.
And then you don't lose them, which is awesome too.
That's
they don't get stolen.
You don't lose
them.
your Chanel glasses. So check out these. I thought these were really cool.
Yeah, so that's part of the floating pearl collection.
Yeah, so if you look inside.
And they're just stunning on. I mean, it's great, the detail that they've done. They've really kicked it up a notch for this season. I think it's incredible.
Yeah, there's a clear I'll put them on so people can see. So yeah, there's definitely something really neat about them when they're on.
Awesome on you.
Yeah, they're so cool. So again, as you're saying, are you seeing the same kind of trends that will transfer over from women's glasses to men's glasses?
Not exactly. There is some of the same styles. Like in the men's, they're getting a little bit more sleek, and a little bit more metal is out there.
Okay.
Some aviator inspired. Sunglasses, but also in the glasses, which is great.
Themselves.
Yeah.
And again, as you say,
also the men do. Sorry to interrupt. The men have a lot of the clear and champagne colors coming as well.
So those are kind of neat, right? I mean, if you look at those, and that's just a really nice. And sometimes people don't want the glasses to be the focal point. They want them almost just to blend with their face.
Yeah. Well, we believe people should have different looks for different occasions. I mean, it's nice to have a punchy, awesome pair of glasses, but it's also really incredible to have something like this that's sophisticated and subtle.
I like the look of those. Love the aviators. They'll always be around, right?
Yeah, and there's actual gold in this lens, which is incredible.
Well, of course it is, because it's Chanel. All right, we'll be back here at Specs on Pearl. We have more to tell you, and we're also going to talk about eye testing a little bit later on, something that we need to do a little more frequently. We'll be back. I wear my sunglasses at night. Getting our eyes checked here this morning. We've already talked about sunglasses and wearing those in the winter, but you also need to get your eyes checked more often than you realize. And I'm here with Dr. Marissa Marchionda, and we're inside Specs on Pearl. So Marissa, you actually have their office here, but you also have your own office as well down in Grimsby?
Yes, I do. Mode Optometry and Eyewear. It's on the North Service Road off of Casablanca.
Okay, so let's talk about how often should we be getting our eyes checked?
Typically, we usually recommend once every 1 to 2 years, depending on the patient's medical conditions and their family history.
But it's interesting how people often don't come until they see a change in their eyes, or they feel like some blurry vision or something. And we go to the dentist every 6 months to a year, and all these other things that we do to get our cars taken care of. But we don't get our eyes checked enough.
Yeah, unfortunately, oftentimes when someone's vision is too blurry, it's too late for us to fix. So we do prefer to see patients before they have issues. If you're blurry or in pain, we know that you'll come in. We need to see you before any of those things happen.
Because you're seeing a lot more than what we realize, right? I mean, it's a lot more than just us trying to read the newspaper or something. It's more to that, and you're seeing our whole medical health.
We usually say that we don't just test vision, of course. We're looking at the whole ocular health of your eye and how your medical health can actually show up inside the eye. So hypertension, diabetes, cholesterol, autoimmune disease, inflammatory disorders, very often found in an eye exam before a person even has systemic symptoms.
Now let's talk about a baby being born. There's new moms out there thinking, well, when should my little boy or girl get their eyes checked?
So we often recommend 6 months of age to be the first sort of exam, and then after that 3 years old, and then every year until they're 20.
Okay, so I'm sitting here, I'm coming in, pretend for my exam. What would you do with this machine? Again, we were showing this off the top with Luke, my cameraman, sitting in the chair.
Yeah, we usually start with vision, and this is one of the tools that we use to examine your vision. But again, through this machine, we can actually dictate a little bit of your health as well.
Now, again, we all know you're originally back in the day, you cover one eye and you cover the other eye with your own hand, but now you've got this machine and it does it for you. You don't even realize you're only seeing out of one eye at one point.
No, and not only about the vision, we can actually determine if someone's binocular vision or if the two eyes are working together properly. We can test different forms of perception, depth perception.
Wow, amazing. Okay, well, we're going to talk about something that's even more important. All those computers and cell phones we're using at night, and we're noticing that our eyes are changing a little bit. We're going to talk about the damage that may be doing to your eyes when we come back in our next segment. Oh, the lovely smartphone that we use oh so often, right? And sometimes we use them at night in bed. I know I do. I'm here with Dr. Marissa Marchionda. We're back at Specs on Pearl, and this is your optometrist's office in the back. And we're talking about the damage, potential damage. You can tell me that staring at our iPhones, that blue light, or our laptops or our iPads. What is that doing to us?
Yeah, we're definitely seeing a change, a shift in eye strain from this digital world that our eyes are not designed to be looking at screens as close as we have been. We started with the computer screen and now we're working on our phones most of the time. So the blue light that does come off of this phone and screens is actually damaging to the eyes, and we will see this over time.
So when, it's interesting because I know that certain phones now, they're trying to adjust the light warmer and that type of thing, but it's not just the light. As you say, it's the distance as well.
So a few tricks. We usually say for the phone, you don't want to be any closer than about 16 inches away.
Okay, because some people are like, right?
And that adds to the focusing strain and the convergence and the two eyes working together. It's difficult to be closer than that distance on our systems. Computer screens should be at about arm's length away. Wow. We usually say about 15 degrees below eye level. So it's about 4 to 5 inches below your natural eye levels where a screen should be situated.
Interesting. Okay, that's something I didn't even think about. So it's better to them to be a little bit dipped down. Okay, and is it permanent damage we're causing? Because I know sometimes I'll wake up the next morning, or I can even feel after I've been on it for a while, I can feel that pressure. Yeah. That's just the fatigue, the strain?
It is, but it's cumulative. So we are now starting to find the blue light and how it's affecting the macular retinal cells in the back of the eye. The UV from the sun even as well is we're seeing a rise in cataracts and growths in and around the eyes.
Right.
The brightness of the screen is another suggestion to reduce the amount of blue light coming off of it.
Okay, sure.
So you definitely want the surrounding light to match the screen light.
Okay.
So reduce the brightness a bit.
So if you're using it in the dark, you need to really take it down.
Right. Or not
don't
use
use
it in the dark.
I knew you were going to say that. Good advice.
Yeah.
And I know people are open to come in, book appointments here or at your other office in Grimsby as well.
Absolutely.
Get your eyes tested again every 1 to 2 years. You should be doing this.
Yes.
And for your little children
Before
as well.
it's too late.
Before it's too late.
Yeah.
And then you know what you're dealing with, right? Even if you think you can see perfectly, it's eye health.
It's eye health.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Dr.
Thank
Marissa.
you.
That's it for now. We're going to go from this stage to picking out our new frames if you need a new set of glasses. Hey, it's really fun here at Specs on Pearl. I'm going to go. Oh, there they are. Give me those, please. I was looking for those. After you go through the eye examination process, which you need to do a little more often than we do in our life, you come back over, stroll back over. It's all part of the same building. You come join Beth and your crew, because you girls are fantastic for fitting frames.
Thank you. Yeah, our team is amazing, honestly. We make it so easy in here. We pick out exactly what you need. We help you through the process. We make it, put your best face forward. It's awesome.
Well, I find that because a lot of people, especially if it's their first pair of glasses, everything feels weird, right? And so you come over here and you guys can just say, hey, this fits your face, because there are lots of different shapes and styles and colors. Some are light, some are heavy, and it makes things a little bit difficult for people. Some things are getting really fun, though. We do have to talk about that. So if you are been wearing glasses for a while, you could get into something fun like this. Look at that.
So this is a really cool line. It's called Face à Face. It's a French designer, and they're doing more playful colors. And the temple that Lesley just showed you actually is a leg with a high heel on it, which is really cool. But they're just gorgeous colors, gorgeous shapes, flattering without being over the top.
Yeah, just fun, right? So if I was to ask you, what are we seeing right now in terms of some trends with, again, choosing eyeglasses?
It's a great time actually, because it's all over the ballpark. Like there's lots of color still, and lots of big and bold and plastic, and which is amazing. For the men, still really pops of color, but then also still really classic and easy to wear frames like that. There's still a lot of cat eye influence in the in the collections.
Look at these. That's the thing. The cat eye came through, Amanda. You could see it in every line, right?
Yeah. That's a frame by Celine, so that's very bold. It's not something everybody could pull off, but when it looks great, it looks fantastic.
It must be fun when you have somebody in here that's a true character, because sometimes the glasses are really reflect who they are as a person, right?
For sure.
I find that you can see some people that just have this personality about them, and it comes out in their glasses. Yeah. So we also have children's glasses as well. And I think one thing that needs to, this is what my little Jack has, these exact ones.
He does.
And he has managed to get through almost a year now without breaking them. And they're little Ray-Bans, so they're really, really strong. So I was saying to you, he just told me the other day he just needs to get them fitted again, so he can just pop back in the store.
Anytime. There's always, people here that can adjust glasses, fit glasses, clean your glasses if you just want to say hi and visit.
Oh yeah, the cleaning thing? I went to his the other day, and there was just honey and smudges and things stuck to them. So cleaning is always key.
Oh, for sure.
So let's talk about these ones, really just very light.
So this is sort of coming back again, as a lot of the simplistic metals. This is very reminiscent of something I feel like I sold 25 years ago, but it's sort of back. Everything comes back again. It's a frame by Oliver Peoples. It's gorgeous. And then a lot of the sort of light metallics, rose golds, and in different shapes. And round is still here. It's been here for a little while, and it's still here to stay.
And I guess it also just depends on the shape of your face, right? I mean, some things work
100%. And that's why we're here to help you out. That's why we make it really easy process.
Because look at them all.
Yeah.
There's a lot. There is a lot.
There's no lack of inventory here.
Beth, thanks so much for hanging out with us this morning. Again, it's just a great idea to come and get your eyes checked. And obviously wearing sunglasses in the winter as well. Wear them all year round, as you were saying. And also maybe you need a new pair of frames, because you carry some really cool designers as well, some high-end stuff.
Amazing designers, yes.
All right, that's it for now.
Thank you.
These eyes